Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the General Collective. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it may not have happened yet, or it may not be for you. There's a lesson to be learned in all tarot readings. Okay, I pre-shuffled the decks, so we wouldn't have to spend a lot of time shuffling. Okay, and I'm going to draw one card from the Spirit, the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And let's see, that'll give us that, and I'm going to draw a couple more from the Angels and Ancestors deck. That's going to give us a basis for the read. Okay, and here's Dolphin Spirit. It says, this and that are true. And I think the way the description in the book goes with that card is that the dolphin is a mammal, but it's also a sea creature. So it's actually both. Alright, and then let's get a couple from the Angels and Ancestors. Oops. Okay, that one came right out. Alright, let's get the other one. Wow, we had that. I think they had that yesterday. So you might want to pay attention to this card. It says move in a new direction, and that's the Traveler card. All right. And the other one is the Magic Guardian. And it's telling you to unlock the magic within. All right. So today I'm going to be using the Celtic deck for the main read. And since they've started to expand, I moved some things around so I have a little more area to work with. Alright, and our first card out is on the floor. It's the past. Give me just a second, I'm sorry. There's actually no graceful way to do that. Wow. We have an ace right off the bat. And that's the Ace of Shields, which is the Ace of Pentacles in other decks. And it's talking about, aces in general are talking about potential, new beginnings. It's your crown rising up out of that cauldron too. It's talking about the winter, even in the winter, there's still life. If you'll see the hedge behind it, it's the berries and the hedge. I think it's a holly hedge. And it blooms in the winter. Okay, and the way I do these is in the first position is the past. In the second position is the present. In the third position is the future. Fourth is the advice from Spirit. And the fifth is the probable outcome if you take Spirit's advice. Alright, so you're having an Ace of Shields in the past. And I think that this is the World card. And it's more than just closing a cycle, but it is the end of a cycle. It's also Pentacles. I'm sorry, Shields. At the top, it has all four of them. And what it is that you've mastered all of them. If you look in the corners, there's the Pentacles and the Swords at the top, and the Shields and the Cauldron and the Wand at the bottom. And this is the Fool after he's completed his journey. He's learned what he needed to, he or she. And this is actually, and then that's actually a hermaphroditic figure in the center. But it's a completion. You've ended a cycle, an old cycle, and you're beginning a new. And this is actually, Halloween is actually the Celtic New Year. So Halloween is actually Celtic New Year Eve. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but Samhain. And the 1st of November is their New Year's Day. And of course, it's also All Souls Day. It's All Saints Day. And the veil between our world and the spirit world is extremely thin. And there's also going to be a blue moon. So just things to keep in mind. And it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, it's a blue moon. I don't know, but it's a moon that we haven't seen one like it in almost 2 decades. Okay, and in the future, it's telling you to face your fears. So if you're beginning a new cycle, you may have fears about how to do it, what to do, etc. In this deck, it's typically a dog and a wolf. It's your tame. In this one, it's a dragon, and there's a hand coming up out of the lake. The lake is the same lake that the Excalibur came from. And there's a lot of things down there. Some are good like that, and then some are really horrible. So the point is if you're coming up out of that lake, my point is that if you're coming up out of that lake, you've already seen monsters. Being afraid of that little dragon and that dog is nothing. And if you look, they're busy too. They're howling at the moon. And like I said, since we were already discussing the moon, it's ironic that the moon card came out. So I think that's going to figure in deeply into either the reading or whatever cycle you're trying to start. Okay. An advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit is the Four of Cauldrons. And the Four of Cauldrons, this is somebody that, well, sometimes it looks like he's pouting. Look, he's sitting in front of a bunch of power symbols. He has 3 full cups in front of him. And it's like he's pouting. Or he doesn't want to move forward. He doesn't want to see the cup that's coming for him. And this is a gift from Spirit. So it's either that he's avoiding it or he just completely so wrapped up in his thoughts that he can't see it. Okay? And so I would say that if that's advice from Spirit, it's to take the gifts that you're given. And yesterday we had, I think it was one of the angel cards, said that that you would be blessed with gifts from God. And the most probable outcome, if you take this advice, is going to be the 6 of Wands, and that's victory. If you see that the wands behind the dragon, you can't actually see the crowd, but he's coming through a victory parade. And those are the people cheering for him. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck is the Mother, which is the Empress card in other decks. And, you know, she's nurturing. She's the one responsible for giving life. If you see there's wheat off in the field that hasn't finished been cut, the scythe is beside her. She's dropping acorns into the river so that they can go where they need to. They can disperse to where they need to be, and grow other places. I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was a glare on the card. So whatever this is, it's giving birth to a new creation. Be careful, that could be a child. If you're not wanting to have a child, this could be good news if you do or are trying to conceive a child. But this is also the beginning of a new cycle. You're creating something new. Okay? And we're going to get some clarifiers on that. So, today I'm going to use the, I think it's the Gilded Tarot deck Royale. It's a Marchetti deck. So, please tell me what we need to know about the Ace of Shields. Tell me about the Ace of Shields. Tell me about the Ace of Shields. Okay. Alright. The Ace of Shields. It's the Two of Pentacles. It's being clarified by the Two of Pentacles, which typically means you're planning something. you're planning something, and whatever this is, it brings you either peace, joy, a sense of nostalgia. Maybe you're working on something from your past, or maybe you're going towards someone from your past. And it's in the summertime. You see the butterfly. That, again, is reminiscent of death and rebirth, which is the end of a cycle. The sunflowers. This is when everything's in full bloom. This is reminiscent of the mother. And unlocking that magic that's inside of you. Okay. Spirit, please guide my hands. Please guide my hands. Wow. Whatever this cycle ending, the world card is what we're clarifying. So whatever ended is going to move forward and bring you great happiness. That is ultimate happiness. So you're ending an old cycle and moving forward into a new cycle. Yep. And this new cycle, it's going to bring you great happiness and a very firm, solid foundation. So, and that can be in love, that can be in family, that could be, again, if you're creating a business, it can build a firm foundation for you, but you have to face your fears. You have to face your fears. And that's what it's telling you. You have to face your fears. You have to move in a new direction. And there's the King of Pentacles. We'll hold off on that. And let's see what oh no. I'm sorry, I dropped a whole bunch of them. Okay. All right. I'm going to say the first card that fell out is the Lovers. And there's way too many for me to take of the others. So I'm going to go with what the first card was. So I think that was, the rest of the cards were a fumble because I dropped the first one. Or the first one popped out. So if you're facing your fears, it looks like either you're afraid of getting into a relationship or that you need to face your fears because the King of Pentacles is waiting for you or coming for you. And I'm going to go with this as love. That could be wealth, and that could have been you on being using the energy of the King of Pentacles. But with the Lovers card, I'm thinking that may be someone else coming in for you. Now, the fact is, Spirit's advice is for you to move forward. That's what the move in a new direction. Unlock your magic. This and that are true. See, in this card, the pouting. It's almost like he's pouting. Either that or he's so concentrated on one thing he can't see. He can't see the other. So, yeah. And that's the Two of Swords. So this person is at a crossroads. It looks like they have to make a decision. You know, they're going to take that cup that Spirit's giving them, or are they going to stay where they're at and stay comfortable? Because that looks like a pretty cold place. There's nothing but rock around them. And spirit symbols behind them, but still. And that's the ocean behind them. And the fear may be death. Okay. This is not, it's almost never an actual death. It's the death and rebirth. And that's, are you going to take the cycle, or are you going to make the move to end the cycle? Because it doesn't look like you want to. You want to stay where you are. And if you do end the cycle, that's when you come in with the ultimate happiness, the firm foundation, the love, and whatnot. And the most probable outcome, if you do this, is the Knight of Wands. So this is Seven of Swords, and I'm going to hold off on that one for just a minute. And the Five of Wands. So it looks as if you're going to have victory. Whatever it is that's got your attention. This is typically called the sneaky card. It is treachery. It can be a lot of things, but it can also be looking back with regret. Okay? I think you were having problems, and this is the Five of Wands. Sorry about the background noise. The Five of Wands, and this is fighting. So it looks as if you're going to have victory over all that nonsense there, and then you're going to be able to create. All right. And the Seven of Wands, yeah, you're in. This is clarifying the Mother, and that means you're in a good position. You're coming in on high ground. And you're going to be able to fend off whatever has been bothering you. And it's clarified by the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is somebody that is very creative, passionate about what she does. And that would be a very good explanation of the Mother. Two other cards popped out, and I'm going to go ahead and throw them down. It's telling, this is the King of Swords. This is logic. I see him as very analytical. It's telling you to think about this, because there's the love. There's the Two of Cups behind it. And that is the joining in love. Okay? So, I mean, I think it's pretty clear cut. You're going to have to face your fears and move on. All right, let's see what kind of angel messages we can get for you. Okay, and the first one is comfort. And this is Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Okay. So I'm wondering if this is a past relationship or problems, or it's just telling you it's time to move in a new direction. It doesn't mean you have to quit your job and run away or anything crazy. It's just that you can do this and that. You can build a business while you work. Something along those lines. That type of logic anyways. Now the next card is sensitivity. It's Archangel Haniel. And you are extra sensitive, extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Okay? And you probably will be. I think, I don't know much about the astrology, but I know I stutter a lot whenever Mercury is in retrograde, and it's obviously happening right now. And I think that's the time that you're supposed to be releasing things, or this is the time we're supposed to be releasing things. Anyways, and the bottom of this deck is Moon Cycles. It's Archangel Haniel. And it said, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestation, and capitalize upon these cycles. Okay? There we go. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please push subscribe, like, and share. I'm not doing personal readings just yet, but I do plan to in the future. Okay, and thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Have a great day.